Onic dito is, sige, we're gonna go all in. No half measures. We're going all in with this melee approach.
This is like okay, so almost all the time nung knowing Coach Yev, and I know that a lot of people will agree with me on this, is open pick siya eh. Whenever yung draft pattern niya laging open pick, bigla na lang sa dulo mare-reveal, ay ito pala. We saw that game 1 and 2. We saw that most particularly in game 2.
But this time, it's uncharacteristic kaya nagugulat ka. Kasi sobrang na-reveal.
Yeah. This is your
agad siya
side
ng intent.
things. Ang pinaka-flex na lang dito is whether or not yung Esmeralda yung gold or yung Pakito. Diba? Parang, so weird. It's so weird to see.
I don't know. Baka next level theory crafting na nga lang ang mid lane hatred. Na parang yun nga, mid lane show as the pause 4. But once in second phase, there you see the Aldous na delikado nga naman pag linigay mo sa kamay ni H2 and you're facing off against an all-in dive melee comp. Second ban for Onic in the second phase is the Bane. So talagang kino-corner nila si H2. Ito dapat piliin mo. Ito lang ang mga open sa'yo. Next play Evos, they take out the Matilda, and I'm sure this next one is going to be a mid laner as well, or something that can play 4 or 5, something in the roam or support role.
Yeah. Since naban na yung Cho, naban na yung Selena, Matilda, ito yung tatlong heroes na flex between position 4 and 5. Curious to see, baka yung Rafaela, iban din nila, knowing na parang ganun. Or maybe Angela, actually. Kasi yung Angela at Lancelot ay nakita na rin natin mula sa Onic PH, particularly yung Angela Link. But yeah, Angela Lancelot is still a good combo. Instead, populin ko pa, wag nang pahawakin si Marky niyan.
I'd say Rafa. I'd say Rafa ang maganda pick dito ng Onic. It's because it enables the melee eh. Parang it helps close the gap. Lalo na posible kang makay.
Right. You're actually, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Maganda siya din na pang sustain. Which kind of makes me think baka mag-back siya bigla itong NXPE boss kung sakaling sustain ang piliin dito ng Onic PH. Most of their heroes right now are sustain-based. Yan, Esmeralda, Pakito. So, back siya is looking good para sa NXPE boss. Whether gamitin nila yun sa XP lane o kaya doon sa jungle role or maybe roam role, di ba? So just the roles that can be that is playable with that hero.
The swerve! May swerve pa din dito, Wolf! Hindi siya kasing simple na in-expect natin. Hindi mid. Ang kulang ng Onic unless this is a mid, Harry? Throwback to 2019?
Does this mean mid Pakito, though? Or roam Pakito?
That might be...
No,
roam Pakito? Well, we've seen that before, Pakitank. Mga gawain ni na Yawi dati, season 7. Yeah.
Right. Such a weird... At this point, you don't wanna guess anymore. Ang NXP...
Ang hirap,
NXP, mayroon pa they still can opt for like Lunox, o kaya hard... Hellcurt. Wow, okay.
Ito matagal na nating inaantay. This is... It's been in the grapevine. Kinikwento. May mga bulong-bulong na unlakas na ni Hellcurt ngayon bigla. Ulit.
Okay. And obviously... at this point, I feel yung Onic PH, it's like the way that they're drafting. Dilar, gusto mo... Marky, gusto mo Harit? Favorite mo yan? Sige.
Na-miss mo, di ba? Marky, na-miss mo?
Sige. Esmeralda, Rod, mainit ka ngayon dito. Sige. Okay, Flick, after Fanny, Lancelot, so crazy. It's not even a composition at all wala sa Onic PH ngayon. Dare I say, ang ganda ng Hellcurt. Ang ganda ng Hellcurt pick mula sa NXPE.
Yes. Onyx draft, like, I mean this in the sweetest ways, Coach Yeb. It reminds me of like a rank game I played the other night. Kasi ang daming open, like, ang daming damage. Tapos, again, it's lethal if it works. It's lethal if it works, and I'm hoping it does. Kasi yung NXP mo ang pinag-isipan din nila eh. Mukhang parang, ito, sige, gusto niya na Hellcurt. Sige, we'll space you out. And then, ang ganda rin ng CC nila. So, even laning, I'm not sure. Hindi ko alam. Like, we're gonna be surprised when we go to the map here.
Definitely. What if mid lane had it? Split lane pa dito,
na
Hatred.
Harith na. Okay, so yun nga, parang Cho. Parang Cho. Ang daming damage. Tira mo si Cadenza. He's not at home. He's not comfortable.
Is put it to half HP because of this. But it doesn't contest etong Cecilius. Esmeralda's gonna have a good time against Edith, I would say. Or at least a decent time kasi mainly naman sila pareha. So Avarice will be used so much. Maganda yung wave clear ni Oreshi kasi naka-concussive blast siya. Ang curious ako dito is how is the Brody versus the Harith matchup. I would say it's maganda. Oh, eto na. Aim pala yung target nila, man.
Yep.
It's all about the aggression. And delaying yung isang jungle creep is already good para sa side ng Onic Philippines.
Yeah, it adds up. I think yun ang gusto gawin ni Onic eh. Parang make next play uncomfortable. Just like we were during the draft. Keep us guessing. So, it works very well.
And of course, greets Natalia. This is stuff of legends. Madami nang nagawa to. Madami nang napatunayan to. At madami na siyang napahirapan. And H2. Okay, so ikaw contest pa nila. Kaya ba niyang patayin si H2? Very unlikely. Pero kung may tulong ni Hatred, maybe they can. Oh, actually, Hatred was able to inch his way in.
Yeah, pero mukhang siyang masasandwich dito. But no, Maloyski, tatalunan ang dalawa. And Hayes to the rescue. So ito na nga, Wolf, nangyayari na parang papahirapan nila kahit sa creeps lang, kahit sa jungle creeps lang. Tatagalan ka all this while si Flick. Kahit mo, quick rotations, fast, maximum efficiency. This is Onic Philippines' plan.
Yeah. It's all about that. Siguro ang nahanap natin dito mula sa Onic Philippines is yung straight up wave clear. And this is sobrang laking issue nito para sa Onic Philippines. Hindi sila pwedeng maging behind in this game. Kasi wala silang yung long range wave clear.
Yep. They have no marksman. They have one ranged hero. It is dangerous. There's the turtle secure. First one goes over to H2. Next play Evos. They won this fight and they might take one more down. Pilar, napabagsak na dito. 2 for none plus the turtle. Ito na, Wolf, yung sinasabi mo, yung kinasusuklam ng Onic na what if they're behind.
Yeah, exactly. Ang ganda ng ginawa ni Oreshi doon. He was sole reason kung ba't nanalo yung yung NXPE dun sa laban na yun. Why? He was able to knock up. Or sinuplex na si Flick right at that time na malapit na yung retribution. Yung turtle nasa red 3 area na siya. So pwede siyang ilasit. That's why H2 was able to close in on that. And lahat ng efforts ng Onic Philippines na pahirapan si H2, it's all down the drain. And now NXPE they can snowball off of this. Gamitin nila itong Hellcurt constantly to pummel yung mga heroes na dependent na maging freely hitting. Like, case in point, itong si Supermarket. Tingnan mo how tucked behind his tower already is. Kasi alam niya na pwede siyang i-jump at any time. Every time na available yung ultimate ni H2, hindi siya pwedeng basta-basta mag-ikot-ikot.
Wow, but look at this, the collapse onto Donut. Walang oras mag-respond yung Brody doon. And look at this Death Bush setting up. Cadenza in H2, kaso natiktikan ni Greed. Merong exclamation point doon. We were just talking about how the Hellcurt might have a perfect game. What's the dynamic, Wolf? Lalo na't may 4 na melee hero sa Onic. Di ba magpa-proc yung passive ni Hellcurt dito na parang when you first engage him with something, merong small silence?
Yeah, that's why maganda siya talaga kasi parang ang laki niyang punish eh. At the same time, yung Harith may ilang because of his movements and eto rin Lancelot. If you're playing your cards right, it's gonna be good. Pero mukhang ang idea dito ng Onic is to just kill.
And there is one down si Donut muli. Pero may take back dito. Trading out for Hatred at ang lalim, look at this! Oh! Can he finish? Natalia, natayo pa. Maloyski, where are you going? Papasok. TH2. And just like that, nabaliktad muli. So back and forth, back and forth.
Okay, so ang daming sacrifice dito ng Onic Philippines. Pero what it did actually is to increase yung lamang yung RP over the Brody. And mukhang ang Onic Philippines, pagdating sa, kung sakaling umabot ng late game, ang kanilang bread and butter will be Harith na may Purify. So that might be the idea here for Onic Philippines.
Red team has slain the turtle.
Yep. And just like that, slowly, bumabalik na naman yung Onic Philippines sa modus nila. They're making next play uncomfortable. Specifically, tama, si Donut na namatay twice. in the span of a minute or so. And ang hirap nun. That's what opened up the turtle here. And now, what might be the next play? What might be the next move here para sa Onic? Kasi sila talaga yung binabantay natin. Ang bilis nila. Tignan mo to. Dilar versus H2. Mababurst down. Ang Esmeralda. Dark Knight falls. Mabubuhay pa ba? Si Dilar, the answer is yes.
No. So, I think yung to answer your question, make sure na umabot sila dun sa Lord timing na sila yung ahead. Gamitin pa rin tong Natalia. Stack up on your dire hit. Palakasin mo yan so that eventually kahit late game na ay malakas pa rin yung kanyang potential.
Blue team turret has been
Also,
destroyed.
try
Red
to
team
not,
turret has been
isa pang plan ng
destroyed.
pwedeng gawin ng Onic Philippines, try to not lose your turrets early. Kasi, like I said, mahirap yung wave clear para sa Onic Philippines. Yung advantage ng NXPE Evos. So, try not to lose turrets if you're Onic.
Yeah. So far, they traded that. Top for bottom. So at least ang nasa bottom lane ay si Dilar. So sanay naman siya sa ganyan. And now there you go. Starting off with the Phantom Execution. Donuts still alive. Putting on some stack. Taking down Greed. Hiyo siya dun ng konti. Pero kaya pa bang mag-capitalize dito ng next play Evos. That's gonna be a push for Onic top lane. Down goes Hatred. 2 and down for the side of Onic Philippines. Cadenza gonna be traded out for him. Wala magawa yung Ruby Gold sa gitna ng dalawa. It's going to be 3v2. Oh, Flick still alive. Flick is still trying to take down H2. He finally gets his man. Kills left and right. A shutdown onto John Paul so long. Tapos nanaawan niya pa ng purple buff.
Yeah, and the great thing about this for NXPE Evos is hindi namatay si Donut. Ang ganda nung collapse nung ipit na ginawa ng NXPE Evos doon. I'm just actually very shocked that Onic Philippines still managed to even up the trade-off. Nakakuha pa rin sila. Kita mo yung Donut na nakuha niya kill kay Grid, so that's -1 sa Onic Philippines. Samantala, dito sa NXPE Evos, ang ganda nung pagturan nila dito. Makakuha ng double kill doon yung ating Helbert. And eventually will be taken out. At nabigyan ng shutdown doon si Lancelot na pumabot para sa kanya. Well, at least nabigyan ng ulit ng farm.
Ang hirap Wolf mag-live replay kasi parating may nangyayari sa mapa. Meron nang namatay sa side ng Onic. That's next play, taken down, Hatred. And just like that, I think it was off of a defense. Kasi pinilit yata ng Onic yung bottom lane tier 2.
Wow. Okay, so that's a kill on your support. So you're totally fine with this. Kaso nga lang, lumalakas na itong si Haze as time goes by. Ang Onic Philippines, they're ahead by 2,000 and what they need to keep on doing, yun lang. Tuloy-tuloy lang nila pagkuha ng mga tore. Control the map afterwards. Nakakabawi na kahit pa paano si Donut. But at the same time, ito si Harith mula kay Super Marky. Nakakatakot pa rin to.
Yep. And now, tatalunan dito si H2. Defensive use of the Dark Knight Falls pero hindi bibigay. Baloyski still gets the kill. And now, pinapalibutan to. Si Donut at si Applepecia, si Haze. Medyo delikado. Jumping in, falling Star Moon. May punish ba? Oh, there's the ult, and there's the farm! Acquired Memory getting 1 kill onto Dilar. 1 for 1 so far. 3 seconds more. Ito na yata. Meron mo rubber banding na magaganap. Wait lang, Supermarket sila ng Torre. Penguin Claws taking him down! Ang lalim. Yung Marky doon.
Masyado malalim. But at the same time, you can see now the effects of this Sicilian. Nakip niya yung mid lane intact. Hindi yan ma-push ng Onic Philippines. Tinry ni Marky na sinugal na niya eh. He wants to go for the Zaman Force. But there's so many members of NXPE Evos doon. Sobrang dami. And I think nagbabackon si Marky dun sa kanyang Purify. Pero ang taas masyado ng burst down ng NXPE Evos and Onic Philippines ay magsastumble. Madata pa ng kaunti. Makuha nila yung kill. However, dun kay H2. Pero hindi nila nakuha yung ideal na scenario kung saan positive traits paragin para sa kanila. The fact na yung NXP ay nakakuha ng mga kills after this, it shrinks yung deficit. And in fact, itong 1K na gold din ng Onic Philippines, hindi na ganun karamdam at this point, 9 minutes in.
They have to put more effort. They have to think about their approach more. And then yung mga tipong 2 for 1, 3 for 2, hindi na siya ganun ka-beneficial kasi nga dapat lamang sila sa tore. Dapat lamang sila sa objectives. And so far, they're doing well at that. Dahil isa pa lang naman ang push ng next play Evos. Pero yung scaling, next play Evos has a fair share amount of it as well. This is still the sub 12-minute Lord. So okay pa to. No one still has free reign over it. Purple mo sa secure dito ni Haze. Binibigay agad this early on. So I think alam na nga rin na gets na rin na next play Evos na in Haze we trust.
Yep. Baloyski or Greed. As usual, ay bumabalik dun sa kanyang dating yung Natalia nga niya. And here's the thing, 1, 2, and 2. I think goods na goods pa rin ito para Grid. He's not dying as much. Tapos yung direct hit niya, syempre, unti-unti nang lumalakas yan. Para naman dun sa ibang mga members, it's... okay, so wait. So akala ko talaga nag-Dark Knight Falls. Dumilim kasi. Yun pala yung pag-invisible lang yun ni Grid.
Yes.
That's why I was very
Naka-focus lang
shocked
tayo
about that.
kay Baloy.
Yeah.
You were saying?
Parang ngayon sa Onic Philippines, maganda is try to secure this Lord. Or at least wag nila ibigay. Siguro pwede sila maghintay ng 12 minutes or get a kill.
Blue
Kaya
team
ba?
hero
Oh,
has been slain.
nice catch here. Hindi na nakapag-Dark Knight Falls si H2 doon. And this is a great opening for Onic Philippines. Pero yun nga lang that's the trick, Wolf. They have to find where they can capitalize. Anong next objective ang pwede nila i-convert?
Siguro yung yung 12-minute Lord, if they so want it, or take advantage na nila na wala dito si H2, or wala pa delay whatsoever. Pero pa-respawn na si H2, so they have to be careful about this. Dilarski doing is Dilarski things na
Red
pag-zone
team
out.
has slain the
And
Lord.
Onic Philippines will take that. At unti-unti na nakapag-farm to si Hatred na may brute force breastplate na siya, meron na siyang war axe, nakakuha pa siya ng orange buff. I wonder kung ano yung decision dito para sa Onic Philippines. Ita-transform ba nila si Hatred bilang isang damage dealer na rin top the mid-game? Parang naman siyang hindi mid-lane, parang XP lane na ba ang treatment sa kanya?
Eventually, there will be enough money that goes around, especially kung yun nga, maganda yung conversion rate nila and they're putting NXPE in a weird spot. Panoorin natin si Flick dito. Helping good. Again, ito ang baluarte ni Hayes. Bahay to ni Hayes. H2 still goes down one more time. Off camera kill. Si Baloy pa rin na makakuha noon. And well managed. Wolf, kahit na wala silang pampush, kahit wala silang siege heroes, nagagawa pa rin ako connect yung gusto nilang gawin. Which is push top and bottom lane ng sabay.
Talking about the health card, ito yung enabler ng NXPE was para makapag-flash sila dahil sa Dark Knight Falls. At since yung Onic Philippines are finding ways na mahanap dito si H2 at instant kill sa kanya, sobrang lupit na. If you're looking at their composition, yung Pakito kasi, sabihin natin bumalik sa mage dito si Hatred. Hindi siya makakalakad sa mapa as freely as sa Pakito na libre yung mga dash. Hindi niya kailangan mag-spend ng mana or whatsoever. Meron pang reset. Kaya naman, wherever Baloyski is, nakakasunod agad siya. Back to back nilang na kill na 2v1 si H2 nang ginulat talaga nila si H2. At siguro ito talaga yung idea ng Onic Philippines. I don't know kung itong intended ng Onic Philippines, but so far, ito yung nagwo-work sa game na to. I'm gonna have to give it to Onic Philippines. Sobrang gulo ng kanilang composition, but if it works, it works.
Yep, napagano nila. In the simplest terms, you turn the hunter into the hunted. Paano kung yung Hellcurt ang takot sa kadiliman, di ba? Paano kung yung Hellcurt yung parang natatakot sa mga monsters sa ilalim ng kama niya? That's exactly what's happening, and that's what explains the 3-4-3 on H2. He's really trying. He's doing his best to find his engages and use Dark Knight Falls in a offensive manner. Pero hindi on the back foot parati dito si H2. So now, kanina 1K gold lead next to Evos. Ngayon naging 4K, 5K gold lead for Onic.
Oh. Wow, this is turning out to be good. At dumating na tayo sa point na yung purple buffs ay ibibigay na kay Super Marquis, 9.1k. Nag-oracle na rin siya just for good measure so that hindi sila ma-instant burst din. At ngayon palapit na sa Blade of Despair, etong si Greed na masakit na rin talaga yung damage output natin. And even Hatred, farm na rin ito si Hatred.
Oh, look at this. There's a jump and a possible counter-attack by NXPE Evos. Oh, there's the flip. The suplex by Ureshi, confirming the kill on to Dilar. That's 1 for none so far. Pero yun, ang daming ult na ginamit ng NXPE Evos. Si Ureshi lang yata hindi nag-ult.
A lot of flickers as well, mga battle spells. So maganda dito na ginawa ng NXPE Evos. Sabi nila back-to-back si H2 na pitas around the buffs. Yung most recent na pick-off kay H2 nandun sa orange buff or around that area. So yung Onic Philippines, they try to go for that play again para kasi binibilangan nila kung kailan mag-spawn yung orange buff at na-punish nila accordingly. Tinry nilang i-punish accordingly. I'm not entirely sure kung sino nakakuha ng orange buff noong time na yon. It's H2. Ayan. So, na-secure ni H2. So, that's well and good. Tapos, nag-survive siya. At tinauhan na rin siya ni Cadenza. Tinawag nila, okay, sige, ito, orange buff timing na naman. Cadenza, kailangan kita dito. And with just the presence nung ni Cadenza, nabuhay si H2 long enough na makapag-pop siya ng ultimate, makatakas mula sa Onic Philippines at makakuha sila ng punish. Nice play from Oreshi, going for the flicker and the suplex. At biglang tumahimik ang mundo ng Onic Philippines. Yung sobrang forward nila, medyo hihinga ng konti.
Yep, essentially ang nangyari kanina, based on what I can observe is, parang the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime. Parang paulit-ulit kasi na nandun nangyayari. So, Onic Philippines, they have to find a new trick. They have to find out where they can trap H2 again, or maybe get a free kill on Donut. And so far, hindi na ulit namatay si Donut after nung kalbari niya sa top lane during the early game. So, it's better spacing, better placement of their marksman for NXPE boss.
This point na rin, by the way, 16 minutes na and tahimik na nakapag-farm si Hayes, 1-0 and 8 dito sa ating Sicilian. Binigay na rin sa kanya yung purple buff. So, ang sinasabi sa atin dito ng NXPE is kailangan nyo mag-ingat Onic. Hindi pa rin nabubura yung melee-based composition nyo na mayroong punish yung Ruby as well as the Sicilian. Hindi pwedeng maging kampante ang Onic Philippines because NXPE boss, kaya pa nilang kumuha ng malupit na depensa. They have Sicilian, they have Ruby. Pwede sila mang-punish easily.
Oh Lord, here at a fifth of its health. Ang bilis kumuha din dito ng NXPE boss. That's going to be the burst down on the grid. H2 gonna get standards here by 2. Hindi naman si Oreshi at si Cadenza. Conceal play. Hindi makakuha nila dito. Burst out after a suplex dito sa Lancelot. That's 2 down for the side of Onic. May Lord din mind you, to help with the push. Pero kompleto ang miyembro ng NXPE boss and they have their own way of pushing. The direction to mid.
Let's see if they defend pa to. Dilar from backlines.
Oh, but wait! Na-sandwich play pa rin sila! Respect the bush play from Onic PH! But there you go, Sanguine Claws keeping Dilara down. And there's another suplex and a toss-up! Kureshi doing so much work on this Edith. At hindi mabubuhay dito si Hatred. 2 defenders left for Onic PH. At diretso ang pag-push. They'll take this mid lane tier 2. Oh, wait lang, may minion waves. They're okay, they wanna steal. Orange buff, kaya ba? Third-part memory, keeping Donut alive and Baloy down.
Wonderful win of nature play from Donut. Nadala talaga to. Natuto talaga kung paano niya ika-counter yung Natalia. And Onic Philippines, sobrang nanggigil sila sa depensa na yun. Wala silang damage output. Surely, nandoon si Market. Ang gusto nila play doon is mag-purify after the suplex para sayawan. At sila pa yung nawalan ng Torre dito. Only 2 members to defend. They don't have minions anymore. Pero,
oh no! It's always just 2 members, now 3. Makakaya ng konti dito ang Onic Philippines pero kamunti ka na yun. Ang base nila, nagingalo, half health. May hinakatid na wave dito sa baba, si H2. And just like that, how the tides have turned. Nabaliktad. Next play naman ngayon ang nagtatreten ng match point.
Yun talaga yun eh. Yung burst eh.
Oh wait! Wait lang! Yung burst! You were mentioning the burst! And Donut focusing fire on the base! But it may have been a little too much.
Double kill.
2 defenders left for both sides.
Blue team base turret has been
Nag-punish ang
destroyed.
Onic PH. 1/4 ang health ng base nila. And right now, mukhang maganda ang posisyon ng Onic Philippines. Hayes is in trouble. Hayes goes down. Cadenza na lang ang natitira. Namumula ang mapa.
20 seconds though. I think hindi yata kaya ng Onic Philippines i-push to. Lalong-lalo na may mga minions na rin. I'm not entirely sure if this is good. Maybe Onic Philippines, hindi na talaga na kaya din. They know it. Magbaback na lang din sila. It looked really close. I would say NXP, they had it in there. Ang ganda ng talon doon ni H2. Ang ganda ng idea. Kaso nga lang handa doon yung Onic Philippines at na-punish doon si H2 under the base. Ang ganda ng idea ng NXP boss na talagang sumugod na lang sa Onic Philippines. They will not be able to defend because of that. Pero ngayon, buhay na ang lahat ng mga players natin on both teams. Lamang ang mid lane ng NXPE boss, lamang naman ang top lane ng Onic Philippines. subukan nila dito mag-Lord. Is this a good play though? Anday NXP at may padilim si H2.
Oh, phantom execution. There's a suplex. And there's a turnaround. Baloy unang mamamatay. Patay na rin si Hatred. They did not respect the damage Hayes had. And here's the melee punish. Ureshi boy pa. Daman force dito ni Marty. At talon siya pero kulang pa rin ang sagot niya. He was kited throughout the walls here. Dito sa may purple buff ng NXPE EVOS. And just like that, si Flick na lang ang natitira.
I don't think kaya niya to. Merong Cecilio na pwede siyang i-happy from back and then kaya niya. Oh, nice wind of nature play!
team hero
Dami ng
has been
donut back
slain.
to back! Woo!
Next play EVOS, a whole nother beast. Ibang Hasewolf. They are at match point threatening the series win against Onic. 2-1!
Oh, the mistakes were made for sure. Nanggigil ng sobra. I think yung fact na nakapag-defend yung side ng Onic Philippines, they should have stopped there. Tingin ko yung Lord fight ay hindi talaga may papanalo ng Onic Philippines. Nasa disadvantage nila. Ikaw mismo nakita ng melee punish. Apart from that, meron pang walls na tumulong doon sa side ng NXP na hindi nakasayaw doon si Marky. A lot of disconnect between the